Hello everyone, back. What crazy shit's happened while I was asleep? Um, well, someone broke into Mar-a-Lago. Um, no. Sometimes you go to sleep. And I think it happens like more in New Zealand than anywhere else. And you wake up and then just discover some weird shit that's just happened. And it does happen once in a while. But anyway, I guess we'll just crack into a normal day. Hey, Yasmin. What happened? Ah, nothing this time. It doesn't look like any crazy shit happened. But sometimes you just go to sleep and you wake up and then something weird, like crazy has happened. Normally it's like actors dying. I think and my girlfriend said this as well. The worst day is going to be when we go to sleep and we wake up and we find out David Attenborough has died. That's going to be a very, very bad day. Because everyone likes David Attenborough. You don't? Why don't you like David Attenborough? That's blasphemy. You give me one good reason why you shouldn't like the guy who's like promoting saving the planet. Boring. Ah, okay. So, saving the planet is boring. He is a treasure. And you just say otherwise is blasphemy. I'm not even going to say good morning or hello to you now. You dug your grave, and now you can sleep in it because you are a terrible person. Damn, I need to fix this damn chair. Alright, I'm going to make your clips that you've posted into YouTube Shorts this week. I've made a promise to myself, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to spread it out over the next couple of weeks. I will, because he makes me fall asleep. Well, it's because you don't care about the environment. You probably stab children too. I know that may sound extreme, but it's probably what happens. Finally, it's look. I'm a busy person. I'm a busy person. Well, I've got a lot of things to do, but yeah, I got bored and I've kind of started moving everything around. But it's slowly coming together. Oh no, I don't want to go there. Don't want to go there. How are you anyway? How's your Sunday? Had a good weekend? Oh, great. To be honest, depression's been really getting bad this weekend. It's probably because you don't like David Attenborough. David Attenborough makes everyone happy. I'm sorry to hear that. You just put on Blue Planet and just chill out and look at some cool fish. At the soothing sounds of David Attenborough. Ooh. Never. Well, I'll never introduce you to my partner because she would kill you if you heard this blasphemy. Well, you like his brother, right? You must like his brother. You do. Alright. Love Miracle and 34 Social. And Jurassic Park, right? You've never seen Jurassic... How old are you, Yasmin? Because... How have you not seen Jurassic Park? Nowhere as old as you. Well, I don't care. You should have still seen Jurassic Park. If you're older than the age of 18, you should have seen Jurassic Park by now. But if you haven't, you clearly are a child. I've never seen it. I don't know who this awesome Just Me person is. And if they haven't seen Jurassic Park, they could be under the age of 18. I don't know. And hello, awesome. You're not that awesome right now because you haven't seen Jurassic Park. I'm sorry. That is just the rule of today's stream. Tomorrow we may come up with a different rule because I change it all the time. But right now, Yasmin, how do I know also, how do I know that's just not your secret second account that you're using? Awesome Just Me sounds like something you would say to yourself. Because you would think you're saying it ironically to yourself. Because of the depression. Because my second account is Yasmin, not Yasmin. Is your name actually Yasmin, or is it actually Jasmine? Because it feels like Yasmin would be like a nickname you want to be called, because you don't want to be called Jasmine because you don't like Aladdin because you're a racist. That's my theory. Where's the shop? That's the only thing I'm looking for right now. That's Yasmin. Ah. When the hell is that? Ah, it's there. I need to start harvesting this. Oh. Alright, let's prove it with awesome. Awesome. Who are you? I've never seen you before. And I've always got my suspicion about new people, mainly because I think you're secretly Yasmin. Where's the shop? Shops? Because the shop moves around. Whoa. We've got a raid going. Party of 6. That is like more people than I've had for a very long time. Guacamole NZTV. Oh, it's a New Zealander. Thanks for doing that, Yasmin. I'm new here. Well, you're more than welcome to come out. Sorry, it's very early. And hello anyone that has come along with Guaca? I don't know if that's the right pronunciation for it. Let me go. We're gonna do something fun today, which is dig holes and plant seeds. It sounds like a riveting adventure, and that's because it is. So bro, I thought I'd share the love of Valakili and its guacamole, but it's moldy. Why are you finishing your stream at 6 AM? Have you been up all night? Because right now it is 10 past 6 AM in New Zealand. So if you're just raiding now, it either means you've been up all night. Oh, you're dirty shred. That's even worse, because isn't it like 4 AM for you? You've been streaming all night. Damn, dude. Go to sleep. It is a Sunday. You got work in the morning, or you don't. I don't actually know your life enough to know what side of the fence that's gonna fall on. But go to sleep. Go to bed, bro. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Normally when people raid, they do this big advertising thing. I don't do that. All you need to know is, I have my heart runs off a machine. Runs off this unit here. It's called an LVAD, and I'm currently waiting on the heart transplant list. And they actually do send hearts from Australia. We do an exchange program once in a while, but I'm currently waiting for a heart. And so you'll hear me talk about that process and all that shit that I have to go through. And I play Dreamlight Valley and other games every morning to help my ADHD and also help me vent about the crappiness that is that situation. You're having brain surgery soon. What's worse, heart transplant or brain surgery? It feels like brain surgery. Because heart transplants don't make you forget stuff, right? I don't know. I mean, they're both shitty, terrible things to actually go through. But I wonder if, gun to your head, which one would you have? Because I would, from everything I've been through right now, I would rather have brain surgery. But again, I'm sorry that has to happen to you, mate. As someone that's gone through something very traumatic over the last couple of years, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Unless they're, assholes and a politician. But mainly, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. What? I don't want to read. No, stop it, Dave. Both scared. Yeah, they both suck. Hopefully it's a very minor situation for yourself. I do a little bit of dark joking to process the, I don't know if you call trauma, but process the situation. Alright. What I'm going to try something new is bubble. I'm going to try and use that as a bit of a signal to what it is. So let's see what I've got in here. Let's go. Check out my profile when you can. I've had a pearl over in existence. Will do, mate. Don't know. That's very intriguing, though. A pearl of an existence. I'm a Kiwi brother. We have the same sense of humor. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't get it, and yeah, it's sometimes a very hit and miss thing. If you do it right, you get something like Flight the Conchords. If you do it wrong, you seem to offend everybody. It's like, can't go either way. Finally getting the wish blossoms crops up. Well, anyway, mate, you should really go to bed. You'll probably be naked. It being like 4, heading to 5. If it helps, I stream. I try and stream Monday to Friday at this time for 2 hours before work. So I don't stream forever. Let's go. Now the question is that enough to know what that is? Better than not. Because I do get confused quite often. Alright. I'm gonna take the lazy route. I think when we have so much coming up in our lives, it takes us how we are, or don't let the door hit you with a good low split. Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much. Like, because I mean, I'm only 38, and all this happened to me when I was 36, and pretty much the only thing that got me is getting me through is making dumb jokes and just being very open with talking about it. Because I mean, at the end of the day, when you're getting a heart transplant, effectively somebody has to sadly pass away for me to essentially live, and that's heavy, and that takes a while to process. But I mean, you could look at it both ways. Some people look at it at the fact of that person is going to pass away anyway. That's why the donation happens. It's not like you're actively going out there hunting for people. It's not really how it works. And so all you're doing is taking an organ from somebody who sadly is no longer able to use it. And so there shouldn't be any guilt, but at the end of the day, a lot of people feel like, well, this is what, subreddits and some of the people I've talked to have said, sometimes it just doesn't feel like your body is whole anymore, and it never will be. And that kind of shit fucks with head a little bit. So it's just about like processing it all, and that's why I'm fundraising. That's why I'm trying to save enough money so I can have a year off to be okay with it. Because in New Zealand, unfortunately, ACC, which is typically what everyone goes to for compensation for a surgery and all that, doesn't cover genetic conditions, and because they just found it, unfortunately, doesn't cover it. It's heavy, right? But donors are happy to be donors. I don't know if they're happy, but yeah, I get what you mean. And having someone live because of you is a hell of a legacy. I get headaches all the time and sleep a lot during the day, but I'll be heading off to bed. No good. Well, I'm glad you popped around, mate, and I really do appreciate it. And I'll try and repay the favor one day. Even though you're basically becoming a dirty Aussie, but I'll forgive you for that. For now. But I really do appreciate it, mate. And if any of your crew stick around, I appreciate them as well. Alright, the next one. Okay. But yeah, it's a heavy thing, but I think, like, I'm telling myself that I'm okay with it. I think I should go to therapy just to, like, say, hey, am I processing this correctly? But then they'll probably turn around and like, there's no correct way of processing this. Alright, that's helpful. But one thing I have decided to do, I only decided this a couple of days ago, is I'm gonna try and find a therapist now. So for when the surgery happens, I have someone that's already familiar with the situation and can kind of understand who I was before and who I was after, because apparently it changes your personality or some bullshit like that. Dirty Aussie, I came over because I missed my son. He wasn't coming back. Oh, okay, well that's a little bit different. Makes the joke less funny now. But you did the right thing. You did the right thing, mate. Well, did the right thing, hopefully. Depending if your son likes you. If your son doesn't like you, and you're pretty much, your son's just like, I really wish my dad would stop following me. That may be a little bit different. Maybe a little bit different if it turns out your son actually hates you. So, like, without the context... Wait, does your son... I'm assuming your son doesn't hate you. Is it right to assume your son doesn't hate you? Did you just assume my relationship with my son? No, very close family. There we go. That's alright then. Then you did the right thing. I don't have kids, but I would do something like that for my kid. Because I mean, I've seen what's like my partner grew up without partner. Not partner, sorry. My partner grew up without a dad. Unfortunately, he passed away when she was young. And my nieces recently have lost their father. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. It's a rough one. Yeah, no, it always reminds me. So basically, when my brother-in-law Mark died of cancer, because cancer sucks. 2 months later is when I got sick and put into hospital. So the youngest, my youngest niece, Josie, who just lost her father, thought their Uncle Dave died as well. And it took us months to convince her that I didn't. And it was very awkward because every time she would forget, and every time I would show up at the house, she would think I came back from the dead. But then the issue was, because she believed that, she thought her dad would come back to life too. And so there was a few months there, it was very difficult to convince her of the reality of the situation. We kind of didn't. We kind of just let time take its course for her to kind of understand. But it was a period of time there that was like, how do we deal with the situation? And I laugh because it's a situation you'll never think in a million years you'll be put into. I didn't realize I can... Oh, maybe you can't put it over. That's what I should do. I should do something like that. It works. I'll go cat, or do the weird cat but... Let's go away. But I mean, there's so many families also that do the complete opposite and just cause the situation just to get so much worse. So I don't really understand people that don't go to therapy and stuff when they clearly should. So all you're doing is making everyone else's situation worse by not dealing with your own shit. insurance shit. So that's all kale now, right? Cool. Also dump the seeds there. Just so I can tick them off properly. I'd go to therapy if I didn't have the missus and your kids. I think people should go to therapy anyway. I think it's always good to get your brain in check, and you may think you're 100% healthy, but it's kind of like tuning up your like going for a checkup at the GP. If you don't do it on a regular basis, how do you really know? And I do think you should treat your mental health the same way you do your physical health, and just go out for a checkup and just say, hey, I just need to talk to someone for a bit, just to make sure I'm not secretly repressing anything. I don't know. That's my opinion anyway. And it's big talk for somebody who doesn't currently go to therapy, but that's just my opinion on the matter, which I should really stop being a hypocrite about. Because at the end of the day, if you don't look after yourself, and a mental health point of view, why should you ever preach about telling people to go to therapy if they need it, if you don't go for yourself? And to be honest, I'm not even going to tell my partner or who I'm going to, and what we talk about. It's just going to be like my thing. And I think that's the best way to approach it. So how, if you don't mind me asking, Waka, how old is your kid? Is he youngin, or is he an old one that now talks back to you, so you feel like a dumb adult? That's my greatest fear, is a kid growing old enough to talk back to me and make me feel like an idiot. God, I sound like I'm going to abuse a kid. No, I'm not going to abuse a kid. It sounded horrible. I didn't phrase that probably right. 24, you're 51, bro. So you're... Oh, God. I just worked it out in my brain. You're like 13 years older than me. But... And then I start to feel old. So, where in Australia did you get your base? Because we were always planning on going to Melbourne before I got sick. Yeah, heaps of Kiwis in Melbourne. I'm in Canberra. Well, I mean, that's close enough, right? Yeah, close enough. So why Canberra? Here's a question. Oh, no, I guess that's where your son was. I guess, would you have picked Canberra if your son wasn't there? So basically, try and sell me on camera. Because I don't actually know enough about... I know it's the capital. But I don't really know anything outside of that. Probably not, but I applied for a job in the Defence Force. Military is pretty much based here. That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. And we support Australian military mainly because it's pretty much going to be our only defence. So, like, we have an army and a navy in New Zealand. It's called the Australian Armed Forces. They'll be a bit slow to react, but they'll help us out when we need it. Let's be honest. We've got like one boat and a couple of guns. That's pretty much it. But if anything happens, Australia will jump in and help us out. We just would have to like have a bit of an insurgency until they get over here. Oh, it's done. God, I missed one. I've missed the pearly one. All right, I have to do that one. So what exactly in the defense force? Is it like just admin stuff, or you ex-military or something like that? You just I don't know how that all works, to be honest. And also, I always got told that Australian businesses like New Zealand workers because they seem to work harder. Is that true? Is that a true stereotype, or is that something that people just say? Because I know it's true in the UK. The beetroot's already ready. I was going to be a driver. I did train as a teenager, then trained to be a cop in Whangarei. But the way it works, you only get in if they're looking for someone who's matched the demographic at the time. Ah. In what way? The demographic mean the age, or is it a racial thing? Because it'd be pretty shitty if they excluded you because you're Māori. Let's go storm that. It always reminds me of an infamous event in New Zealand history that not a lot of people know about. And I would recommend anyone who's curious to look it up. It's called the Battle of Manners Street. And it was when it was during World War II, and it was when a bunch of American soldiers came over to New Zealand and tried to essentially enforce segregation at pubs. And then basically a brawl broke out because they tried to deny Māori, and then all the Pākehā just was like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that shit. You have to let them in, and a big brawl broke out. And similar brawls broke out in Australia too. I reckon it's one of those few things like I'm pretty proud about that we did that. Like even in the 40s, we're like, nah, we're all one people. Screw you. It's the Battle of Manor Street, and I've always wanted like Jermaine Clement or like one of the Flight of the Conchords guys, or even Taika Waititi to make a movie about it. I think it would be awesome. Age race for positions in certain areas in New Zealand. They don't admit it, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, yeah. It's. I want to say it gets better, but I guess with the current organization or current government, it's not exactly going in the direction it should. A lot of people think. What have I done here? I've made it too big. A lot of people think like trying to make things equal is the same as like giving a particular race an advantage or everything. No, it's just equalizing it, mate. It's like for years and historically we have treated Māori as a culture very poorly, and it's only recently that we're slowly turning the tide on it, and then you get a government in that kind of reverts it all, and you're like, shit, dude, come on. It's not perfect, and it never will be. It's just one of those things. It's never going to be perfect. You can never erase history. All you can do is try and make the next period of history a little bit better. And when someone tries to revert all that, or someone trying to paint it to be something it wasn't, which is, you know, a lot of people paint to say, oh, well, certain races have more advantages than the others. It's like, no, all it is trying to not even rebalance, but to finally balance the cultural divide that's existed since, you know, Pākehā came to this country. And that's all it's really trying to do. And yeah, it's not perfect, mainly because no one has like a script on it. There's no perfect way of fixing that, and let's be honest, there's not really an ultimate way of fixing it because it's always going to be in history. But there's a way to try and make it better. And I just hate it when people paint it to be something else. All right, I need to find those pearls. Sounds like my life. My mum was English, Irish, Spanish. Whoa, that's a combo right there. English, Irish, Spanish. I should have put that down. So Caucasian looking. My dad was black, as the Ace of Spades. So I have 4 sisters and a brother, light skin, and me not genetics, mate. I've get into a fight with radical Māoris, and my brother would fight anti-Māoris. Good thing we'll grow up. So you're stuck in the middle. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm a big believer. Oh, that's not. I'm a big believer of like, eventually it's not going to matter. We're all going to be essentially just one big old mesh of Māori and Pākehā, but we're never going to get there unless we start realizing we're all just one big old happy family. But I think honestly, and this is my gut feeling on the matter, I don't think it's going to happen until we become a republic. So we have to. I mean, I don't know if get rid of the Treaty of Waitangi is a way of saying it, but basically break away from the Commonwealth, become its own republic, sign a new constitution or whatever, to just lay it all down. I think the Treaty of Waitangi, because our stupid white people decided to mess it all up by changing the words. So for those that don't know, the words on the English version were different than what it was translated to Māori, because the Māori written language was a fairly new thing and only really arrived when Pākehā arrived. So it was a little bit mistranslated. You wish you were a republic. Aren't you English? You are a republic. I guess you're a monarchy republic. But, I mean, to be honest, the monarchy has literally no say, so you're basically a republic. What am I doing? We are a big multiplayer. It's time to grow up. Yeah, it is, but I also you can't also. I think the problem is you can't also ignore. You got the Dawn Raids. You got so many. We've got the New Zealand Wars. We've got so many things that we have made wrong, and I don't believe we're there to make it right yet. But I also don't think of continuing that racial tension is really going to help fix things. No, because we have a royal family day. But the royal family have literally no say. And I honestly think with the whole Prince Andrew thing, it was all going to go fall down. But a royal family doesn't have any power. Like, let's just say, if the king tried to do anything, do you honestly think anyone would really follow it? It's like down here, like, we're part of the Commonwealth, but we've literally nothing we do has any basis on any other country. It's just a cosmetic thing. It doesn't actually do anything. My dad was Māori, Scottish, Portuguese. Dad, you're an interesting combo of all the different cultures. It's pretty cool. A Māori, Scottish, Portuguese. What does the Scottish Māori sound like? Now I'm curious. And you're like a... Sorry, I'm terrible at Māori. See, how you're supposed to divide it is NGA/PU/HI. That's how I got taught to pronounce it. It's Ngāpuhi. Ngāpuhi. We have too much to answer for, but we can't live for. Exactly. And it's the same with us Pākehā. Like, I refer to myself as Pākehā rather than white. Because, well, I am so many generations removed from where I initially came from, which is Mackenzie/English blood. I'm so far removed generationally from that, I don't feel English or anything like that. I feel like, from a cultural point of view, I'm a New Zealander. And I haven't got any Māori blood in me, so I refer to myself as Pākehā, even though that's technically, the direct translation for Pākehā is outsider. So, I mean, you could say Pākehā about anybody that isn't Māori in New Zealand. But I refer to myself as Pākehā. Huh, you can't do the large bubbles. Oh, no, you can. There you go. What? I can't... Oh, there you go. Just I had to get the angle right. Exactly, I'm a Kiwi, and that's why I say it when I ask. Yeah, fair enough. I say myself as a Kiwi, Pākehā, if you break it down. But yeah, I do think we should rename the country Aotearoa, because one, we'll be at the top of the list of like everything. Well, not top of the list. I think Algeria would go above it. But either way, we'll be at the top of the list instead of the bottom of a country's list. And I think we should. And I feel like it's a little bit more us, you know? Land of the long white cloud is what that means. Aotearoa. And I think it'll be a bit. I mean, people will still call it New Zealand for generations, even if we do change it. But I don't know. It just has more of a weight to it. How should we do this, Dave? All right, we'll find these. There we go. That's what we want. So my secret plan was to get these memories because I need 2 of them, and I didn't grind them. I'm doing this whole conversation though. Like, one of the top things they tell you not to do while you're streaming is talk about racial or politics. It's the same. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. And hopefully everyone's taking it in a very kind of like, this is just an interesting conversation than anything that's intended to offend anyone or upset anyone. I think that's the problem with the internet. You can't really have discussions about real topics anymore without somebody getting upset about it. And I know I come from a very privileged space, so I'm very conscious of that as well. But sometimes I find stuff interesting. I should be allowed to talk about it in a very respectful way. Should we bring... So that crop's gone bad, so we'll move that over here. At the end of the day, it's opinions and what's hard to have it. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, this is the thing with freedom of speech. When, you know, people get like banned off Twitter all the time, and people go, freedom of speech is like, no, it's a company. They can decide whatever they want to show on your platform. The freedom of speech basically says you have the freedom to say what you want, but you're not freedom from consequences from that. So you can't walk into somebody's house and just scream at the top of the lungs whatever you wanted and get upset when you get kicked out. And it's the same with a company or a social media platform. The social media platform is saying you can be on a platform, but if we don't want what you're saying on that platform, we will kick you out because it's our business, it's our home. So I always find it funny when people get upset about, oh, they ban me, or ban this person, or freedom of speech. It's like, no, well, they have the choice. They have the option to ban anyone they want. They could become a neo-Nazi platform if they really wanted to. It's their business. So you can't really get upset with people. But I do also understand the other side of it, of like, when does where's the line? If you ban anything that's negative off a platform, and you only have positive stuff, is that right? And at the end of the day, it's their prerogative to do that. You just have the problem is we don't really have too many alternatives to move to when that kind of stuff happens. I don't know where I was going with that, but my point is I find it funny when people get upset about and they get banned off a platform and then claim something that, you know, the company has all right to do. I mean, if it's a little bit different if the government was doing it. And that's when the line comes a little bit fuzzy. Wait until I start doing auditing in public photography and real life streams. That's going to be fun. Yeah. I do think that's one of the benefits of the streaming now. It's really hard to hide social movements, which is good, you know, and if people are trying to raise awareness for a particular cause or something like that, it's good for that not to be filtered, which is typically what you get when it is broadcast through media and all that stuff. So social media is very strong in that aspect of it, which is good. I mean, it means social movements aren't suppressed. You see all the ugly stuff. I mean, a lot of the stuff that's happening over in America right now, it's good that we have evidence of that stuff. Accountability and transparency. I think we've for years had a lack of that. And it's only now that that accountability piece is coming back into the forefront because people can't hide anymore. Police can't hide with a dodgy report, and also criminals can't claim something happened when that's not the reality it happened. I mean, because it's all on film. So we're getting more transparency and clarity, but the problem is all the techniques that they used to use about hiding the truth and changing the narrative, all that stuff doesn't work anymore. And I don't think the world is caught up with that and trying to still use bullshit excuses. Oh, I got that. It's trying to use bullshit excuses for something that's not actually true. I have to go listen to Donald talk to Daisy. Alright. And I think that's a good thing, but I also think the world needs to realize you need to stop being a shitty person because everyone's going to find out about it. And until the world realizes that's the route we're going down now, it's going to keep on happening. So I'm really hoping that all the ugliness that's happening in the world right now is just a means to an end. It's one of those situations where we have to go through some crap in order for all of us to realize what we actually want as a society. And we've gone throughout human society, we've always had those moments. And a good example is World War II. After World War II, we said, all right, no more of this insane, crazy fascism dictator stuff. We're going to set up the UN, we're going to set up all these rules and a global order. So no country goes rogue and tries to exterminate another. And for years that worked until we all forgot about how bad that was. And then you started to seep in all the bullshit again. The problem is no one has a most recent reminder of how bad it actually can get. So we actually have to go through some shit in order to remember how bad things actually got. Because all of us have forgotten. And by forgotten, I mean, you know, everyone that lived through that are no longer around, or at least they're very, very old. And they're the ones that, if you go to them right now and ask them about the current situation, will remind you of how bad it got. So, don't really want that, but whatever. Other than reuniting and communicating with family, that might be the only other thing that social media platforms can be thankful for. It's hard to get in the way. Hard to get away with evil now, or at least it's more difficult. I want to agree with you, but then a gentleman called Epstein did some really evil, fucked up things, and he seems to have gotten away with it. And there's a lot of people that did those evil things with them, somehow haven't been held to account. Some people claim that, man, it's not yet, you know, they will be held to account one day and all this stuff. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know how much more evidence you can have. Victims have come out, there's documents to say it happened. Hell, apparently there's awful videos and stuff, which the DOJ has. I don't know how much more you need. So I honestly do want to agree with you, but the cynical side of me says, I don't know. I think I think right now we're in a good state, and then you add in the AI element. If everyone's going to start claiming everything is AI, so any bad thing that happens, people are going, "Oh, it's AI, it's AI." Even Trump tried to say it was AI when the Epstein stuff came out. I don't know. I want to believe that you're 100% right there, Guac, but I don't know. The cynical side of me doesn't let me. Not yet, anyway. I think I can just eat those. Alright, I think Dave, what am I doing? Alright. Oh no, I want those there. Oop. Don't know. Yeah. That's what I want. Pearly barley. Alright, we'll jump over the wiki real quick. Pearly barley. Yeah, it is an ingredient. Cool. Just make sure. wait until I got a crop to do that. You know what I've noticed with this new expansion, with the Wish Blossom stuff? They don't have a lot of meals that go with these ingredients. Like one of them you can only cook 2 things with it. Like the pearly barley things I just looked up, you only can cook like 4 things with it. Yeah, you only can cook 4 things with it. And even like the dark chocolate coffee beans, which sound fantastic, you only 3 things with that. Well, it seems a bit odd when you think about it. I've never seen this game or heard of it. I play FPS games. I used to play it, but then eventually I moved to play more relaxed games, just obviously with the heart stuff. But also, I did play this quite a lot before I got sick, and it just helps my ADHD. I play 2 hours in the morning, something really chill and something really like not complicated, and it allows me to kind of talk and all that stuff. First-person shooters, you're always shooting from the hip. You don't really have a lot of time to like stop and just talk to people. And it's a dumb Disney game, and I like Disney when I was growing up. I don't put a lot of weight on it, but I like talking about it. Yeah, it's just become a bit of a fun little game that I play. It's definitely not for everybody. Everyone has things out, but I do think it gets judged a little bit harshly by people like that. Look at it and go, "Well, it's just a kids' game." Blah blah. Yeah, it's a good ADHD thing. Damn it! I should have got 1 pearl thing. I didn't get it. I should too, but oh well. I'll get overstimulated optic nerves and see videos, close my eyes. It's fun. Yeah, I mean, I still play. High on Life 2. I really want to start playing, but unfortunately, it doesn't run. I'm a massive Halo fan. I've got my Halo helmet over there. Got all the Halo games racked up over there. I love my Water Warcraft. But I think it's because I played a lot of those games when I was young, and it's just like now I just want like more chilled out shit. Sure as me getting old. I definitely don't play a lot of these games outside of the stream. Alright, got a couple things, right? Okay, cool. But it's sometimes you just need a game that is a bit mindless, something you can turn your brain off. And I think that's what this game does for me. And it fits the need there. And that's why I stream this. I mean, I'm not expecting or not wanting to become a popular streamer. I mean, the amount of people that you raid with is pretty much the maximum people I do want on the stream. I did once try and go pretty hard with it when I was playing Parlier as well. And I got up to like 20 on a regular basis, but then I was just like, nah, that's a little bit too much. And I kind of like the level. I like a more personalized talk with people as well. And dive into it. And don't need to risk, all the problems that come with people with larger streams, like copyright and mod support and all the hateful stuff people come in and do. We normally don't get any of that kind of drama. Having a very low-key, chilled stream is pretty much the best. Especially how, like, I just want an excuse to play the game, so for every 2 hours, I just... 2 hours a day before work, just play a silly little Disney game, and then I crack into work, and I have a relatively serious job. So being able to, like, just do this for a little bit does help. And also my personal health situation. I have ADHD and I get fixated in games and just grind out like crazy, like play Fortnite. And Call of Duty, which is super stressful. Streaming as a new outlet to phase into just chatting later, more chilled real life streams, fishing, camping, maybe. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, you know, the idea of I can just like play a real chilled game like this and just stop and talk is kind of my version of a real life stream. It's like that's the closest I'm gonna get, because I like the idea of like I can just stop and just have a chat and not worry too much about it. Oh, there's the memory. Cool. Alright, that's the last one I need. And I like that idea. And after my transplant, and I'm only saying this because you probably don't know this, basically once you get a transplant, they destroy your immunity for like a year. So I'm pretty much going to be locked inside for about a year. And so having a good outlet like this is going to be quite important for, let's just say, my sanity. And being able to get through that particular period of my life. It's not going to be pretty. Now, do I have enough kale seeds? No, I don't. Alright, let's get kale seeds. Hey, Ramona. Hi, Dave. My husband and I will be going out to breakfast soon and then be back. How long are you streaming? I'll be streaming for another hour and then I have to go to stupid work where they make you do work. So I'll probably miss you, but I do appreciate you coming in and saying hi. Where is stupid shopping cart? There it is. Busy coffee time. I know. I'm just going to finish my thought, otherwise I'll forget immediately when I go. But thanks for reminding me. At 7 a.m. New Zealand time, I always take my coffee and take my medication and switch my wires over so I can walk around. Bye. Got a bunch of that stuff. And I'm wearing the shirt today, so I don't need to carry my bag around. So I can just strap my guns in. I say guns, I mean my batteries. Let's see. Cool. Alright, cool. Alright. While we watch them grow, we'll switch myself over. Alright. So, what are we doing, Dave? Alright. This one's going to be a bit... The way I have to do this is a bit different. So I have to basically thread everything through this shirt. Problem is it makes me look fat, and I don't like it. Are you on blood thinners? And that, yes I am. I am on a lot of different medication. Don't know if you can see it. This is just my morning stuff. I'm on Entresto. I could read out the list, but there's a lot of them. This is my box of medication. I don't know if you can see it. Hold up. I'll bring up the camera. I'll make sure I can see the camera so you know what I'm showing. This is my medication. All my different meds. All in this little box. This is where my Steam Deck is. This is the box my Steam Deck had. And it was just exactly the right size. Got my Entresto. Got my Clopidogrel. I got my Jardis, which is actually for diabetes medication, but apparently it's good for heart, so that's why they give me to take it. Got my methylphenidate. I've got my warfarin. I got my gabapentin, it's a painkiller. So for nerve pain specifically. I got my bisoprolol. Got my Pansalop. Got my empipomidine. I can't pronounce shit. And spirolactone. And I think that's about it for now. So yeah, I'm on blood thinners. I got to keep my blood to an INR of between between, what is it now? 1.5 to 2 or 2? No, it's 2. Oh, between 2 and 2.5. Because any lower causes me to have another stroke, and having a stroke, from personal experience, is not enjoyable. Having a stroke at my age sucks. Me personally. It freaked my girlfriend out when it happened. Because I got the whole droopy face stuff. All that stuff happened. I'm not used to doing this shirt yet, so I'm going to practice. We'll kind of practice. Alright, that's one. Oh, that's the wrong one. I got one of those lunch boxes, with all the separate boxes in the days. That's a heap of meds. I'm only on about 8 a day. I'm on 12, I think. I've got this. It's for a monthly one. So it says the date on it, 23rd, and so I do it every month. And so I got the morning, noon, and evening, and also bedtime one. But it's always evening because I don't do a bedtime med. There we go. Nice and organized. You kind of have to be. I think one of the things that me and my partner learned when we're going through this system, you could say, is that when people get in my particular condition, they're typically older. And so the care factor or the organization factor that we find with people that are going through a similar situation than I am is very low. And because of that, they always get infections in their driveline. So this cord goes directly in through my stomach, or not through my stomach, through my chest into my heart. And so you have to clean the wound every 2 days. And what we found out that a lot of people don't, and they're very neglectful of cleaning it. And they're very bad at sorting their meds out, and a lot of other things that, you could probably put it down to old people, just an old male stubbornness, a lot of not doing shit right. So we made a point when I got sick, to have everything documented. There's a big folder. I haven't got my folder here, but there's a big folder that I have in my bag that I carry the spare batteries and everything with, that has everything laid out. So if anything happens, or if we get into a situation where I need a med urgently, it's there. We make a huge point to try and be a lot more organized, because I'm in a situation where this is going to be the rest of my life. And it's got to suck. But I can make it not suck if I get all my habits and we set up things right now. And let this process be as painless as possible. And in order to do that, it's just be a little bit more organized. And I mean, it's easy to say here. I've got a very supportive partner, and we're young as well, so we're a lot more onto it. But I think that has helped this whole process of being a little bit more onto it. And it's why after 2 years I'm still waiting for a heart, because I haven't got worse. I've been stable, and our transplant system works on severity. So because I'm all good, they're putting off giving me a transplant, which is A hit and miss thing. Young. It's young in the sense of people going for a heart transplant. Typically, people that are getting a heart transplant, they're in their 50s, 60s. I'm very young in terms of that. I have not met someone that is... Actually, no, I take that back. I've met one person, but he was getting a lung transplant, so I don't think that's counts. I've only met one person who's younger than me. And he was getting a lung transplant, a double lung transplant. Because they put us in the same areas. Anyway, I put this off. I'm going to get you a copy, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Shut the fuck up, Doug. Dark made me come back early, and I'm going to be a classic Kiwi and not have a coffee. I'm going to have a V in the morning. I don't know if you can look at my break cam. So yeah, I got a V. Got a V. Can't see it. I folded it. There you go. V. It's an energy drink called V. It's very originally named. Here in New Zealand, we have basic names for stuff. We don't need the fancy names. Not Monster or Mother. Just a V. Well, bro, I'll be stopping in again from time to time. Take it easy and look after yourself. Don't ever drink Demon Energy. Gonna stop me from that. Nah, Demon. I mean, you know you have a problem. You know there's a problem with that drink when they sell it in like liters, because they're selling like 2-liter bottles of them. But I stay away from Demon. I think Demon is. It's titled. Let's just say it's titled correctly. So completely get where you're coming from. Well, I guess that worked. Got my memories now. That was the whole point of this. Go take this stuff off. It's good to meet you, mate. Good guac, and yeah. Hope you've been alright, and hopefully I hear from you again. The stream is more for about talking rather than the actual game itself, so you're more than welcome to pop in. There's a lot of people that pop in. I mean, the people that you've seen talk in this chat so far don't play this game at all. Like, Di doesn't play and Yasmin doesn't play. It's more of a just talking stream. Dark comes in just to cause mayhem though, but not Dark, sorry. Yeah, Dark. I confused it with Mogo for a second. I'm like, oh. Anyway. Mogo's worse than me. Yeah, he is a little bit. I drank 3 bottles when I was doing multiple trips to Auckland for Rotorua. I didn't get tired at all, but didn't sleep for 3 days. Damn, dude. Well, that's not healthy at all. Good effort. I mean, I've driven from Wellington to Auckland just on energy drinks. It's a hell of a trip, but I did it. And I proved to myself I did it. But knowing now that I had a genetic condition that was fucking my heart, probably shouldn't have done it. It probably didn't help the overall picture. Hindsight's a bitch like that. Turns out I had a genetic condition that probably shouldn't have done that. Longest trip I did was a 32-hour drive. Damn. Don't know how I could do 32 hours. Oh, another raid. God damn it. It's me, Susie. My gut feeling is their name is Susie. Hi, Susie. And everybody else that comes with Susie that may or may not stick around. You drove from Kaitaia to Invercargill with an hour's sleep in Picton. Why would you sleep in Picton? It's like nothing in Picton. I mean, it's a good place to sleep, I guess. Everyone say hi to... It's me, Susie's crew. If you want to call... I don't know what she calls her. I always find this word gaggle. Gaggle's a funny name. I mean, a gaggle's got like a... I think it's goose? Gaggle group. What group is called a gaggle? I think it's geese. Yeah, it's a group of geese is called a gaggle. And I always find that name funny. Hi, Blitz. Hello. You don't remember me, but I used to hang out in your stream a long ago when I wasn't even close to being a streamer. Oh, you stream? Oh, yay. So now I get to raid you and say thank you for making me work days bearable. Oh, thanks, Susie. I appreciate it. It might have been a while. I don't know, was that before or after I needed a heart transplant? Now I gauge my life as in before and after I got sick. Because I now need a heart transplant. It's a lot of change. My heart runs on a machine. So was it pre-machine days or after machine days? I think I vaguely remember you, but it would have been before I got sick, so a lot has happened. Probably before I remember you were wanting to travel to the UK. That would have been a while ago. Yeah, I got sick December 2023. But now, so it turns out, Susie, catch you up, and I guess your crew as well. In December 2023, they found that I had a genetic condition. I had a bicuspid valve, so I was born with 2 valves instead of 3. And over the course of my entire life, it was 2023. That's the last time we talked in chat. Oh, we might have actually talked. I know December 2023 is when I got sick, because I got sick on the 20th of December 2023. That's when I got admitted to hospital. So yeah, so basically they found bicuspid valve. It had been destroying my heart over the last several years. And you feel embarrassed now? Don't feel embarrassed. He's just saying when last time we talked, so now we can catch you up. If anything, it's good information, so we can tell the story right. Yeah, so basically, I had a bicuspid valve. It had completely wrecked my heart to a point that the majority of my heart is now dead, and my ejection fraction, which is basically the power of how good your heart is, was at 10%. And they basically said I needed a heart transplant. And so what they've done is they've put a machine in me called an LVAD. It's a left ventricle assisted device. and that's doing the left side function of my heart now, and basically trying to keep the game going long enough for me to find a heart. It's been 2 years now, and luckily I haven't gotten worse, but unluckily I haven't gotten worse because in New Zealand it works off a priority system. So because I'm not on death's doorbed and other people are doorbed on death's door, but pretty much I'm not getting a heart. But it's also a good thing of, you know, putting off a major heart surgery, you know, having your heart ripped out of your chest and a new one putting in, not exactly an easy thing to do. So it's a good and bad thing. I'm over it because I'm tired of not being able to shower without just not a bag around me. It's quest. And I'm over it in a sense. So, but hey, that's just the way it goes. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you hugs and good vibes. I know that literally does not do anything to help. It helps just people being here and talking, and I think that's one of the oh, hi Spy. How are you doing? Spy's part of our dream team in the game. It helps to have people just to talk to. I think that's going to be the hardest thing from when I get my heart transplant is I've got to be relying on this stream to be my social outlet because I can't leave the house for a year once I get it because your immunity gets shot. You get sick a lot if you go outside. So having this kind of venture, being able to talk, is the best I can do. Ideally, I want 12 months off. And that's why, if you notice on the screen, there's a bit of a fundraiser because ultimately, oh hi Susie, she knows me too. So you and Spy must have hung out a little bit here. Yeah, Spy comes along quite a lot, but Spy is part of my dream team here. But no one knows you, Dutch. You haven't been popping around enough to be known. Oh, look, Spy's got a little flower on her head now. But yeah, the stream is really going to be used for that kind of thing. It's just to help me process and help me get through the transplant. Ideally, I want 12 months off, and that's why I'm doing the fundraiser, because in New Zealand, unfortunately, because it's a genetic condition, I don't get any benefits from it because they anticipate people with genetic conditions to be found early, so you shouldn't need any benefits, but unfortunately I don't have that luxury, and because I don't have insurance and all that stuff, I didn't need that in New Zealand. Well, I didn't think I needed insurance for a genetic condition. So I'm just fundraising at the moment, so I'm hoping to get 12 months off to recovery because that's how long it's going to take me to be fully immune to be able to leave the house again, but unfortunately I haven't got there yet, but that's what the fundraiser for. Spy hangs out a stream here and it was always super lovely. Spy's always good. Spy has helped me a lot in being able to pop around and exploit things, but I have not exploited things myself. I have weird rules when it comes to Dreamlight Valley. I'm very strict with my rules. I've been playing since the beginning, so I was doing Simone and Pumbaa quest still. They were in my backlog. Keep forgetting to take other leaving off. It's funny though. Cause that's what I like about Dream Teams. I can catch up with you guys without like you guys being here. I think it's great. I can see you there. I don't know who the Stragger is. This. I know everyone else. So that's Ramona. That's Teresa. That's you, Spy. This is Stragger. Ask for an invite. Their collection is 100%. So they play the game quite a lot. Last live only a few hours ago. I don't know who this is. They must have popped into my stream, saw me boasting like, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. Joined, and I don't know who they are. I want to talk to them on stream because they seem to be like me and have a very tidy collection. And they must play the game quite a lot. So I'm super curious who the Stragger is. And I can't, and I've investigated a little bit and I can't really put my finger on it. They seem to do better at dream stats than me, though. Which isn't hard. Pretty much you take a photo with a little bit of effort, you beat me. After moving states to be with my girlfriend, I don't stay up late anymore, which is the time you stream. I know. I'm just giving you crap. And I'm glad you're happy, bro. Well, Dave, told my chat I was sending them to somebody I would watch back in the day when I wasn't doing well. Oh, And you made my morning super chill. That's good. But sad to hear about your situation, but happy I recognize your name and found you again. Well, I'm glad, Susie. And I'm sorry I didn't recognize you straight away. But obviously, I've gone through a lot of stuff. So I also had a stroke during that time, so my memory got a little bit shaky. So I forgot a lot of stuff, especially around that time. A lot of people forget about the stroke bit because, yeah, that wasn't pretty. And I slur a little bit more as a result, which kind of sucks. No worries, do not apologize. That's alright. I like to apologize because you put in the effort, and I didn't realize how much it influenced your day, and I'm very glad I got you through. And I'm glad that you're moving to streaming as well. And then you're probably going to be, you'll be someone else's Dave. You'll probably be someone else's Dave, and I'm glad. That's there's some really good stuff that's coming out of that. Yeah, good. Dream sets this week. I did a random one. I don't even try anymore. Absolutely no worries, no apologies. I don't hear a difference. I don't know if that's good or bad. You probably don't hear it. I think it's like one of those things that, when you've got a pimple on your forehead or something like, or you've got a pimple on your face, no one else notices but yourself. And so when you look in the mirror, you only can focus on that thing. It's kind of like that kind of thing. Is that only I would really notice it. I do a podcast and get made fun of the way I pronounce stuff, but other than that, I might change my dream sets later. I think, like dream snaps, I just wish there was more ways to in moonstones in this goddamn game. It's very frustrating that there's only one way, and I thought they were going to do that with dream teams. I would love for them to make like a weekly event that everyone can contribute to and everyone kind of works towards. But I guess they have introduced dream stats, but haven't really done much for that. Because yeah, it is confusing me how they introduced this dream stats, but they haven't done it. Oh, sorry, dream teams thing, but they haven't really done anything with it yet. And it feels like they should. I mean, you got the item sharing, yeah, fair enough. By the way, no one's contributed to my item request, and I'm a little bit hurt by that. Someone asked me last match, can a pimple turn into a mole? And I said, possibly, I don't know for sure. I don't think it can. I have to go, dinner time here, and I'm starving. I streamed over a 6 hour. Yeah, you go, Susie. What are you on about? But I'll be tuning in. Well, it's good to hear from you, Susie, and I really do appreciate it. And if any of your crew stick around, I appreciate that too. But don't want to feel obligated to, because, everyone has their limit. Go do whatever you need. And I'm only streaming for another 30 minutes anyway. So I really do appreciate Susie, and it's good to hear from you. It's good to see that you're streaming. I have to check you out. How well are you going? You better have more followers than me. It's me, Susie. It's me, Susie. It's me, Mario. Oh, not yet. Oh, wait, how many have you got? 529. I think I'm on 500 something. I'm gonna have to check. I stream Dreamlight on Wednesday and Sunday, so you're always welcome to hang out. If I get the time zone right, I definitely will. Because I stream on Wednesdays. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays with Dreamlight. How many have I got? I got 578. So you better beat me within a couple of months, alright? That's the rule. Within a month or two, I want you to be beating me. Susie. Start of November. Nice. You done well. Done very well. Good. I want you beating me soon then. Actually, I'll make sure. Have I followed you? I'm gonna go follow Susie. Make sure everyone in here that isn't following Susie follow her. There we go. Cool. Boom. Make sure we get you above me. But try and say, I won't. I mean, I only stream 2 hours a day. And to be honest, I like my little pool of people. I think I have my shirts. How many? 50. I don't actually need the shirts. I've got like 200. Don't worry. I'm only joking. Or I'm coming for you. I'll take you up on that. Good. I like my little pool of people, and I like my little kind of thing that I got going. So I'm not too fussed about followers. Did you send them? Oh no, you can request them back. I know you didn't see that. All right, all good. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, yeah. I really hope you're successful there, Susie. I'm just glad my visits in that little moment of your life did help. So my visits to me, whatever, you know what I mean. Go eat. Go, Susie. Go eat. Go eat before I say something dumb. Okay, take care of sounds. Take care of yourself. The best you can, and I'll see you soon. Much love. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, Susie. All the best. Anyway, I have done literally nothing. I've been running around in circles for the last, I don't know, couple of minutes. Because I just finished my final star path thing. So I'm a bit at loss of what to do now. I could go back to read it, because I'm redesigning my market. So I've decided the market's going to be spread out between these two sections. So it's basically going to be one big old downtown section. So I'm kind of spreading things out a little bit. Trying to figure out how I want to do it. I'm gonna my house here, because I don't really like my house. I totally forgot you moved around and you moved things around. You can tell where the gaps are, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. You can tell that I didn't completely pave everything. I haven't bought the star path yet. I'm doing this single 6 at a time. The rewards can't be claimed still. Yeah, I mean, I like doing the star path. Just adds a little bit more meat to it. And I also really want that house at the end. I think that house is going to be perfect for my food area. So where is it? Rewards. Bonus rewards. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to getting this. I think this house would be perfect for the food court. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. But until then, I'm trying to make this feel like more of a downtown area and trying to spread out some of the market stalls. So I've kind of moved these guys over here. This is all my multiplayer stuff. And then I've got all my metals kind of and glass and stuff over here. I'm going to keep wood probably here. That wood section is probably going to be the way it is, because it's got a unique kind of feel to it. You made hundreds of desserts. I got 5 memories in my house. Nice. I might need to grind out some memories for the next star path. And I'm just trying to figure out how I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to border everything with houses, but I just don't have enough downtown houses. If anyone's got any suggestions of what houses would you refer to as like downtown houses, that might work. I mean, the other option is I could use some of the new kind of houses that oh god, I can't find shit in this. The houses you can like use to like build like a bigger house. I don't know how to describe it. The stuff you get from Wish Blossom. I'm trying to think. What are they called? Are these like these things? You know how you can combine the manners and like this stuff, and so you can make a little kind of corner. I don't know whether to use. Well, I mean, these kind of work. So like something like that, and just use these to kind of border the biomes, so it kind of feels like an enclosed thing. Yeah, I have thousands of greens because I keep planting seeds, and now I've moved my villagers to floating islands. It took me ages to figure out where everything. I mean, that's the problem with my stupid brain. Like, the minute I've decided this is how I want things, I change it immediately. I mean, I do like this Deville thing because it does feel like a downtown area. Dude, is there another one that is similar? I think the Deville one is the best you can do. The problem is if I block off... block off that, I can't get that mining node, and you kind of don't want to miss... I mean, is there any reason to need that mining node right now? Not until the next, like, star path, right? But I can make it flush against that. This is the problem with this damn map, is that you can never get things 100% flush. And it's a frustrating bit. So I could have something like that, and then just kind of border it. And then put something like that down. And it will feel like a little bit more of a downtown kind of vibe. It's a wing like that. It's not going to fit evenly though, I reckon. So. No, it might fit evenly. Nah, it's not. It's going to be slightly off. Well. Yeah, it's that little thing right there in the bottom left. Can I move it over anymore? No, I can't. Dave. That's annoying. Yeah, moving characters' homes and islands easier for me to remember where they are. That way I don't have to run around biomes. All maps are filled with gardens now, there's a lot of digging, that's why I made hundreds of meals so I could keep digging plots for my gardens. I do think they should allow you to rename islands. That's something I would ask for. Because I would love to be able to just... Because as we know, we've got a themed or everything, and we're going to be opening Easter Island again soon. I realize it's been a year since we made Easter Island, and that's crazy. Let's go to Easter Island. Because I would love to, like, it's called Meadow Island at the moment, but I would love to call it Easter Island. Because I try and name all the islands after a holiday. But here's Easter Island. It's nearly been a year since I made this. This is crazy. Why come I can't? Can I not? Oh yeah, I can. Only villagers couldn't move was gospel and yeah, Elsa. That's messed up. I do think that is they are so overdue to allow you to move them. I don't understand why they don't. Like the whole point of this game is to be able to design and build the valley of your dreams, and it just feels like you're kind of handcuffed unnecessarily. Alright, well, the question is, will this work? This is the direction I want to go in. Maybe I'll leave it like... Maybe I'll leave that there just so I can easily move it when I need it. And then... Alright, how about we just play around? We just try this idea. If it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good. But let's just explore this for a little bit. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'm getting up to have breakfast fast. Mince cheese pie with hot chocolate. God, that sounds delicious right now. That sounds absolutely divine. Alright, let's just clear everything out. Alright, we're going to explore this idea, but I really don't like it, just because that doesn't sit flushly and annoys me. Actually, how about we do it at a different angle, Dave? Before we do something that annoys you. How about we switch this around a little bit? Lost. Oh no! God damn it! Screw it. Just use my shirt to wipe all this stuff up. It's everywhere. Oh, it's on my phone. I just spilled my V everywhere. Damn it, Dave. That's a classic Dave. Ah. Not the green, the V, green and blue. It is green, if you can see. There you go. Funny enough, I got this thing. Monster Energy. Little bar mat. I don't know if I mentioned it a lot. I used to own a bar. In my 20s. I got a loan out with the bank and then I owned a bar for like 8 years. I don't mention that a lot. Called Varsities. There's a frame in What We Do in the Shadows, the movie, that has the bar's sign on it. I'm very proud of that. Why'd you sell it? I didn't sell it. I was a dumb 20-year-old who gave money to an idiot. And I lost it all. Eventually closed. And I should have never done it. But when you're a dumb 20, you think, good idea at the time. So if anyone tells you at 23 to buy a bar, don't do it. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna get it. I ruined that goddamn shirt for now. Alright, let's go back to this. Everything's all sticky now. Hopefully it dries a bit. Yeah, that's wet. That's a good sign. Alright, anyway. Alright, so what I was doing before I was rudely interrupted by myself is moving this. So I kind of want some kind of border, some kind of like setup that kind of really separates the rest. me see. I always forget what these are names, and so Devil. Let's go Devil. Devil. Alright, these are the only options here. That's a cornerstone. That's a small entry. Okay. Off we go. So we don't want to block off that. We want that to be part of it. So how can we make that part of it? What does that look like when you put it hard against that? Alright, hello. This might need a bit of tweaking for it to get right. This may look horrible, but I don't want to play around with it. And hard against there. Because if I want this to be kind of treat it like kind of a one biome, I don't want to have an entrance there. I just want an easy connection. God damn it. Keys are still wet. God, I realize it keeps on pushing stuff on the screen. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! There you go. Anyway. Alright. So I kind of want it to... order it a little bit. It's not going to be flush. Can you get a smaller one? I'm gonna quickly go on the wiki. And let's look to build. Mana, I think it's to build with mana. I'm just saying if there's like a smaller one you can get. Sure, what I'm looking at. That's the archway, that's the wing, that's entry. We build the manor itself. Build the manor itself. And storehouse, small entry. Wait till that. I just want one like half the size of that. I could still kind of do it. So how can I close that gap? That's the question. Unless I move that over here. And if I dump another one in there, and then what I could do, something like, it's not perfect, but it could work. You only really notice if you go into this mode. Alright, we could do that. Hi Elizabeth, how are you doing? How's it hanging? Alright, we're gonna get more of those. Oh wait, where is it? Alright, let's go to Bill. Oh, can I not get more? Alright, let's go 101 donations. Maybe that pops up there. Alright, so you can't buy it. Can you only make it? Ah, yeah, you only can make it. God damn it. That's going to be a little bit costly, isn't it? I'm good just playing Dreamlight Valley. Nice! Are you enjoying yourself, though? Are you up to date with content? Alright, let's build it, I guess. Oh, damn it. That's what happened. Gonna have to grind a little bit. At least it's a project. Alright, well I need a miner. And I really should phrase that differently. Sounds so wrong. Alright, so I'm guessing that's what we're going to be doing this week is... Oh, no, not you. Is grinding out a few materials here. And trying to build the downtown area to feel like a downtown area. I think it does make sense to have a bit of a border, because I kind of, looking at it right now, I kind of already like it in terms of how it looks like a border here. And then we'll have shops and all that to kind of decorate it. I think this will work. So I'll try and remember the placement of everything. Oh. Oh, crap, it's not going to fit flushly on this one either, is it? Actually, probably you should... move that a little bit that way. Just so I can get behind that. Could just do that and then move this like here. And kind of do it sort of like that. Or maybe like that. But I don't think that, I think that's going to hit that. So if I go directly this way. Oh no. Actually no, yeah. Actually no, it may still work. I just have to put it slightly off when I do this bit. Ah, that might actually still work. Ah, no, the gap is there. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's slightly going to be slightly off. Just have to ignore my OCD. And then that goes back there, so I need more of those. And then have that entrance to the downtown area like here. I mean, maybe if I... just like this. Like that, because I can move that a little bit up. Maybe move that another one across. Yeah, that actually might work. And that kind of connects... So again, it doesn't fit flushly. It annoys the hell out of me. I mean, the other option, I can put it like flushly against, or as flush. That's about as flush as I can get it. Not sure. Not sure what I like. Because the more I do that, the less room I'm going to have in the inside, which I kind of don't want. But if it's like that, I can like do something like put these here. I'll tie that out later, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think it'll look cool once it's all done. I just need more of these things. It will be a bit of a grind, and I could waste my complete energy doing it, but we'll get there. That bothers me, but we'll go with it. And then the same that way, and kind of make it feel like a little insular area. And when we're going down here, we'll probably maybe do the same. We'll look into it doing it a different way. But I really want to feel like this is its own little biome of just a city stuff. I'll take a little bit. And hopefully it gives me enough of the interior, like enough space interior that I can put seating and trick the AI to hang out. That'll be the ultimate goal. And then I can do stuff like... Oh. Where are ya? In this corner. Put it on here. Put the other corner there. It's worth a shot. See what it looks like. But it feels like this is like the lower market and the upper markets. The upper market will have this kind of aesthetic. Maybe the lower market a little bit more. I don't know. Could even do this. The problem with this big house, there's not really much use for it. Other than just looking good. Yeah, you can... I think you can go inside. I think it's an actual building you can go inside, but still... Is it a building you can go inside? Yeah, it is. It's one building you can go inside, but the problem is no one else can go inside of it, so you can't. I can't really put anything in it. And it feels like a town hall kind of deal. A good centerpiece. But it's not like a shop or anything. I can see myself putting it somewhere. Don't know where though. Alright, I'm back. Had to restart my phone. My chat vanished and disconnected from the kitchen. No, that's alright. I forgive you. I'm just trying to... I'm kind of sussing out how I want to do it. I want to build the market. And as always, if anyone wants to come over and get any items that you need, you're more than welcome to. And this is how my food market kind of looks now, because I did a little bit of remobbing. So I've moved all the cooking stuff, so I'm going to have every cooking item there. And dick that out a little bit. And this is the kind of look I kind of finally want, so the bubbles above it. I think that's a really good idea, and that will help me kind of keep track of everything, because I get lost all the time. And I'm just trying to smooth things out a little bit, put all the new food items as well down, so I know how much space I've got to deal with. That's a gold chest one right there, actually. I like the orchard kind of feel, and that's an orchard house. I've placed that there. I've got all this open space though. I'm noticing that I'm going to have a little bit extra space. So I'm going to try and figure out what I can use it for. But the idea is that I do want to border the place with shops and stuff. So it's coming together. Alright, so I've got 2 minutes to go before I have to jet. But yeah, I might do some grinding just for some resources so I can build it. It always happens, my modem in my bedroom, 25 meters away from the kitchen, also shows chat, just and then welcome to your chat. That's annoying. I hate it when that happens, especially when you're having like a conversation, and because I got ADHD, I forget conversations all the goddamn time. That's why you see me repeating the same comments often, because I just forget what I last said. And it's very, very annoying. That's the question. How see? All right, so I kind of got a feeling of how I want to do up here. So I'm gonna border it with Davil stuff, and then use these houses to kind of. How big are these? I guess I could put that here, but it's an apartment building. I think I'll wait until I finish building this out before I do that. I think down here feels like more of the lower downtown complex, so I might could put that there actually. That actually is a good size for it. I made the movie theater feel like that. This is just a massive theater. Time for work, Dave. God, you're always on my case about going to work. What are you, my boss? Even my boss doesn't care that much, as long as I come to work and do the hours that I do. Alright, I need to... Ooh. Get rid of that. I'm just gonna finish my thought and then I'll go to work. Go to work. I'm not gonna raid anyone because I don't really know who to raid anymore. I'll raid Susie back eventually. Alright, there we go. How flush can I make that? No, that's about as best I can do it. And then, because I already got them, I think I got, oh no, I haven't got the movie ticket now. Because that's my castle of gems. I like my castle of gems. Maybe I'll put that there. I mean, you can't. Can you see the drive-in sign still? No, you can't really. Maybe if I drive in there. There you go. Yeah, the movie theater's still around. And I can move that back a little bit now. Maybe I can even move that. Oh no, I'll move that. Yeah. Don't 100% like it, but hey. I'll put it there. No. And one last thing was, need to finish my thought, Dave, then go to work. There we go. There we go. For some reason, I really felt like I needed to do that. So I'm playing Heartopia. I don't know if you've seen it around, but I now play it on 3 servers. Don't know what Heartopia is, but it sounds like a commitment. Ah, that could work. Yeah, I'll make this a little downtown, lower market area. Probably a little bit more open. So I probably won't border it with anything. So I might want to move that over to here eventually. May not even have that. But more of a, hopefully, interaction area. See, this is where I put all the dirt. All my dirt's here. So, it's slowly coming together. I do like because I think once I built that, I was like, alright, that's how I want to do it. And eventually I'll get there. And yeah, I might border this with all those as well. Life Sims game, like building homes like The Sims. Other things very addictive. I might need to stay away from that one. Don't need another addiction. Got enough problems on my hand. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. So thanks, Spy, once again. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks, Susie, for the awesome raid. Thanks, Dark, for earlier. Thanks, Guac, for a raid as well. Got 2 raids in one day. That barely happens. Thanks, Ramona. I think you were out at dinner anyway. And thanks, of course, Yasmin, for being the one that keeps me on track. I really appreciate everything. I really appreciate everyone for popping along. It's really great to have so many familiar voices come around every day, and it really helps me. And I think after last week, I did a full week of streaming, didn't miss a day, and I did my little bonus stream, and it actually makes me want to stream even more. And I really enjoy this. And weirdly, I'm starting to get back into Dreamlight Valley in terms of like I'm enjoying it again. And I don't know, I never thought I would. I thought I was done. But now playing it a little bit, I'm starting to find the groove again, which is a bit odd. Now, we should mention, if anyone wants to stay in touch, you've got Discord. But we also will be playing Dinkum tomorrow. And I do need a suggestion for the game to play on my extra long Tuesday stream. Last week we did, what did we play? Yes, you know, we played Go-Go Town. So we'll put it out there of what we should play. And yeah, any suggestions, I'm open to it. Even if it's a game I don't have. Obviously, if it's too expensive, I won't get it. But yeah, we could play anything. So we'll see how it is. So yeah, thanks everyone. You just opened Late and Trimp, so I'll keep an eye on everyone. Keep an eye on Spy's progress. Because you're on 12, so I'm guessing that's going to maybe 13 out of 13. So we'll hopefully see that update as well on Wednesday when we play this game once again. All right, thanks everybody, and until next time, kia ora.